even if I wanted you to. The Crape Myrtle I have in here is so small. It's a Crape Myrtle Center Stage Red, PPAF. Got on super discount for some reason, a 2-gallon container, a 7.5, almost 8-liter container. But it's starting to bud out, so we're going to repot it. What you might be able to see here is just it's a cutting. I'm cutting. It's a stick from maple. I'm just going to throw that away. It's not going to get used. Let's see if I can tip this down and show you. That's all it is in there. I don't know why it's in such a big container, but I do know it makes me nervous about pulling it out of here because it's so small. What I'm going to do is try to you can kind of see it now. It makes me super nervous. Oof. There we go. All right. You can imagine. Ooh, that made me super nervous. You can kind of see him there, sitting by the thermostat. Just a teeny tiny little thing. And hopefully, I can use some of these weird roots to my advantage. Ooh. All right. So now I'm going to be using definitely Bobcat Bonsai root hook, probably shears, definitely some root cutters. And if I'm tying in, I'll use my hemostat forceps. Can use my stake and of course use my all or nothing tool, which is probably going to be the first thing I use because this is not a very big plant for such a small container. Sorry, not, yeah, for such a big container. See, I'm still robo tripping, as they call it. I'm not robo tripping really. I'm just still under the weather, still on medicine, and need to get these done. I actually took the day off work today. You guys are gonna watch this later, but it is Easter, so didn't really decide not to work today. I probably would have gone in if they'd let me, but definitely wouldn't have felt good doing it. All right. Oh. This is a pretty easy repot, I'm hoping. The one I did yesterday, it would have been the Itea and Merlot, not Burgundy, is the cultivar of that Itea, whatever it is, the Sweet Spire. So it's a Merlot Sweet Spire is the one I did yesterday. So already I'm really happy with these roots, even though I haven't really even dug into this. But I do feel like I've already gotten as far as I need to go into this, so I'm going to give it the old heave-ho. Because why would I keep going if I don't need to? I'm really not sure why such a small tree was in such a large container. So, I mean, barely worked on this already. I'm here, which is good. That's what I want to be at. Just emptying out my bin. I'm not quite done with this. I'll do a little more with the root hook because I know that it's metal and it can damage things, but honestly, I just like using this thing. It feels good to use tools that look good. I've always told people that. If you like the way your tools look, and you know how to use them, they don't have to be the best tool. They just have to be the best tool for you. I'm already almost at the point where I need to rinse this, which is nice too. I'm also almost at the point because these are some pretty twisted roots that I've done as much as I can with the root hook. So switch over to this. Try to poke out all the different hidden pockets of soil around these twisted roots. I'm pleased that it's ooh, it's such a small container. Sorry, someone's brakes were squeaking outside and it didn't feel good for me. I don't know if you guys even got to hear it or feel it, but ooh. All right, I think I've pretty much gotten all the dirt out of this. I am going to, here, hold it a little closer. You can see there's some, this is probably dead, so some stuff in there that I don't want. My root plane is pretty easy to see, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off. This is one that was going back under and circling. Good roots on it, but not something I want by any means. Another one here. It's got to come off. Some more. This one turns down as well. That. I do have a taproot here, so I'll have to come to terms with that in a minute too. I just don't know how much I can use it. Shears time. All right. Got some that are coming straight up, which we don't want, of course. Here too, that's coming up. Coming up. It's coming down. This one's really long, so take it off. This one I do not want to mess with too much. There's new growth on it. It's kind of annoying because I did want to take it off. It's not quite what I'd imagined. There we go. Some of these roots aren't even living, but there's a lot of new growth on here, so I'm apprehensive taking off too much. I want to be able to tuck some of these higher up roots down. Other roots in the way. This one. Almost rubbed off the buds. I'm going to come in and terminate this one. So cross over, I'm going to terminate that. Maybe I can tuck these under. Now those will tuck under, which is good. This one kind of swoops back under as well. Honestly, it sits decently flat. I have to pick an angle for it. I think the angle I want to go with is that pointing up. So this one's too high. It's too high. That will allow me to adjust my planting angle. Straight up. Direction. As you can see, it's not a terribly balanced root base. Ooh. Now we'll go in a funky direction as well. That's going to come off. Oh. I haven't even rinsed this yet. I'm already pulling so much off of it. All right, I think you can kind of see I want to use this as my, kind of funky nabari here. I think it has a really good look to it. And take off this one and this one. Went the wrong direction. Same with this and this. And this. Tuck the rest of this under, I think. see. I should be able to. All right. Excuse me. All right. Tucked under, but this cannot. It's head the wrong direction. It's going to come off. Round two. I don't want to have this coming off into no man's land, even though I've got good white tips here. So I've got to terminate this one right here. Sad as it is, and look how many roots I've already taken off of this thing. Poor guy. This is for a good cause. It's for a good cause. Make him the belle of the ball. This one comes down at a funny angle, so it's coming off. Coming off. It's too thick, so it's coming off. All right, well, essentially I just massacred this thing. Ooh. You can see. I'm pleased. I'm looking at it now and I can see I've got buds on every one of these branches that I kept. The front being towards you right now. I wanted to keep this as leader and have, you know, kind of like that. Maybe this will end up being leader. It depends on how it grows. But it's got nice taper for such a teeny tiny tree. So now I've got to figure out, yeah, this should definitely be leader. I can grow more branches off of it. Got to figure out what pot to put it in. I think it needs a small pot. Because it's red, this might be nice. That's a little too small. I want to grow a little bit more than that. This one might be okay. It already fits. What do you think? I don't mind it. Yeah, I think I like it. Do it a little off center. I think I like it. The other option I got is this one. Excuse me. Ooh, actually, I like that. Surprised I didn't like this one so much. Yeah, I just don't like that for that. Beautiful pot. It's not the right one for this particular tree. Right now, this is I think that's number one. I can do it a little bit off center. That. Yeah, I think that'll do it. All right. I do not have wiring in holes on this. That's okay. It's not going to be a complicated pot up, and it has enough roots that I think it'll hold itself in. So I'm going to scoop me some soil. Ooh, root. Oh, not root, hair. There's hair in my soil. Not shocking. And since I turned it, let's see. And I would love to keep this as a mame, not a larger show hen. I actually have a show hen sized, big rock, Crape Myrtle. I like a lot, so I don't know why I would want to have two of them. I just want the one. All right, I do tuck some of these roots in better. Or just cut them off altogether, one of the two. Pull off the big stuff that doesn't need to be here. All right. Ooh. Much easier than yesterday. Much smaller tree too. Went from a 2-gallon down to this was not a hard decision. Of course, I get my skewer stuck in the middle of the root ball and pull it up. I realize it does have kind of funky roots, but since I've just done the work to trim them down, it's my hope I can get some more growth on them. Before I go any further, I think it might be potted too high. Yeah, I think it might be. All right, let's take it out. That's one thing we do not want to do is pot too high. Then I'll be screwing myself twice. Let's try this again. Right down like in here. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Now let's see if I can get this thing sorted out. Oh. Of course, I want my soil level to be just below the. It's got a teeny tiny, not lip, but like a area where you would assume a lip is. Where the glaze kind of stops. I want it to be just below that. Everything's all said and done. I'll give it a top dressing. Let's take a look. Might be too close to the back here. We're going to go with it. I can do a little top dressing. This guy's ready to go. It's a little guy, so, not a whole lot of time into it. I'm surprised it was on such super discount. There's not anything wrong with it. It actually had a lot of sticks on it before. Go. Spread this out. Get it all worked around. Make sure anything that's sticking up gets tucked down in. Like around the back here. All right. I think that's going to do me. Nice quick pot up. Grab my water it through. We'll be good to go. 20 minutes ain't bad. All right, here we go. Nice deep watering. Then, because it doesn't need to be running through into this container, I'm going to put it in this one. Let's put it up. So you guys can see it, or hopefully see it. see, can we see it? Not really. It's a tough one. Water's still running through it, so I got a moment. In fact, very little has come out the bottom of this already, so that makes me think that this has soaked up all that water, which is good. There we go. We can see that, right? Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. Nice deep watering, get everything saturated. There we go. All right. I don't mind that at all. Yeah. I think it looks nice. It's also now ready to go back outside. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm glad I could invite you into a quick repot in my life. This is a Crape Myrtle. I have a 2-gallon container. The name of the Crape Myrtle cultivar is Center Stage. And we repotted it into this kind of blue pot that I got my Ficus Burt Davii in, my African fig in. So now it's got a new life ahead of it. I'm going to put it outside, let it get some sun, and I look forward to seeing how it ages. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.